What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to talk to you about following a diet. So the reason none of you can follow a diet is because a lot of people assume that a diet is set for life. Usually these diets are supposed to be only 8 to 12 week long periods of you being consistent, or 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of adherence, and then you go ahead and break that with some sort of cheat meal or some sort of refeed. The reason being is that it's been proven and shown in studies that people will adhere more to a diet when they have breaks in between. Now, a lot of people tell me all the time, you're so regimented, you're so disciplined, and they think that when I go out to social parties and things like that, I can't have any breadsticks, I can't have any pizza, I can't have a beer, I can't have alcohol, I have to stay within this fine box. But in reality, I have whatever it is that I want, and I portion control everything that I want, as well as there's going to be times where I'm pumping food and when I'm pulling food away. When I'm pumping up food is normally going to be before my workout. When I want to start pulling away is going to be when I'm not working out, because I don't necessarily need that energy. You need to start looking at energy as food, food as energy. Think of the energy that you're going to be using in the next 3 hours. Are you necessarily going to need that Danish or the croissant or the bagel? Are you going to burn that off? Are you going to work that off? Or are you just eating it to overconsume? And this is precisely why a lot of people are very overweight, because most of the population, probably like 1 out of 3 people that you know, are normally carrying an excess layer of 15 to 20 pounds of just straight body fat and excess weight. The reason being is that whether they're eating clean or dirty foods, they're not weighing anything and they're not tracking their calories. So if I give you like 1 scoop of rice today and the next day I give you 1.5 scoops and 2 scoops later on, you're going to start getting accustomed to that amount of food. And what ends up happening is that your stomach and your body wants more and more and more of that food, and you keep stretching that stomach, and then you can't go back. Well, it's much harder because you have to start breaking bad habits. And this is something that I learned later on when I first started working out. But if you keep pushing your stomach to keep stretching, you're always going to be consistently hungry, and you're going to want more than what it is that you need. So when I recommend meal plans and I give people these set programs and things like that, I'm giving them the set portion sizes that they necessarily need every single day, that is like bare minimum, so that they can get to the next level of pulling food away and feel satiated, and there's satiating foods in there, so they're not binging over foods and they're not going into the next snack and thinking that they're hungry unless it's on purpose. Now, the reason that I say it's on purpose is maybe that person has established a certain amount of discipline and they're ready for the next jump. Whether it's reducing the amount of protein that they're eating, or reducing the amount of carbs that they're eating, or reducing the amount of fats that they're eating. There's a very small percentage that needs percentages of protein dropped off. But for instance, like carbs and fats are usually the first things to go, because those are the ones that are just energy and create more energy and help you burn throughout the day and help you stay within a certain amount of energy that you need for the rest of the day. Once you start pulling away protein, it's going to start affecting your muscle mass. So moral of the story is, find whatever baseline you need for food, whether you're measuring it, weighing it, or counting your calories. And then once you have that baseline, and if your goal is to lose weight, start to decrease the quantity, starting with some carbs and fats if you can. Now, that being said, that's how you're going to get leaner, because then there's not an excess amount of calories that you're fighting against on the treadmill or while you're working out. So you can start unraveling the amount of body fat that you might have.